Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone the Willem Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Hazard, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, I finished up my first 3-part episode of my reboot. Had a couple of good cliffhangers in there. I do so enjoy a good cliffhanger. Ever since the Disney afternoon. Good times, good times. That said, I promise you that there will not be a cliffhanger in this episode. This is just going to be a one-off. We're going to do an optional quest, fight an optional boss, and then that'll be it. Yay! Also, when we last left off, because that's kind of important, we defeated Leviathan and got his ashes. Somewhere in here. Well, there's Oni's ashes and Spectre's ashes. No, we don't actually get Leviathan's ashes. Hopefully Ivan won't mind. Maybe he won't notice. Maybe what I could do is, like, take all the ashes and kind of mix them up and then split them evenly. I mean, he won't know how many ashes each of the demons had, right? Actually, you know what? He's already had Oni's ashes. We could just give him the rest of Oni's ashes and say, oh, those are Leviathan's ashes. Like, totally. Well, enough about that. Also, those frogs, of course, are no longer in my party, which is kind of sad. Not because they were fun to use to glitch through walls, but because they held some items, and now that they're gone, I no longer have access to those items. Not that it matters too much, my inventory is full. Speaking of inventory, let's see here. I think I'm gonna want the Sapphire. That's gonna boost my magic attack. Cause last time, upon defeating Leviathan, Akira learned this ice spell. Hopefully, the boss that I'm gonna fight in this episode is strong or weak. Hopefully weak against ice. I should heal, by the way. Excuse me a sec while I head over to the inn. Actually, new plan. I'm gonna use a spotted egg. Heal up 100 HP? Yeah, because the optional quest in this town kind of requires that I go into a place at nighttime, and so I don't really want to deal with having to wait until night after staying the night at the inn. Because there is no way to skip all the way to nighttime. You'd actually have to wait it out. So it was worth using an item. Especially because this shop sells sirloins, which is an even more powerful healing item. Do I want to buy it now? Sure, why not? You also sell the Onyx and Topaz. I think I have the Topaz, and the Onyx boosts your defense, which might be useful for the boss, but I'm gonna try out fighting the boss with the Sapphire for the moment. See if it is a good idea to boost my attack rather than my defense. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to a few people before we take on this quest. Wow, what is the deal with the slowdown? This isn't lag on my capture device. There's actually some slowdown right here in town. And now it's gone. Kinda weird. RPG Maker 3, it is not hard to push it hard. Anyway, let's talk to you. I've been keeping close tabs on the election for Grand Inquisitor. It seems to be draw right now between Lord Capulet and Lord Iago. I wonder who will end up winning King Claudius's favor. An election? Involved with a king? That don't sound right. Please excuse my father Capulet. He's become very paranoid for some reason. I wonder if he's doing something he shouldn't be doing. Foreshadowing? Let's go ahead and talk to him. My lord, sir! You are rather rude barging into my house in this manner. Please, escort yourself out, or I shall summon the guards to do it for me. Alright. I will. You got a treasure in there. I almost want it. Except I don't. That treasure is a trap. It's just going to cause damage. Alright, so in this house here is where I acquired the subquest. I can get it right now, but I think I'm just going to let it become night first. I want to see if a different message plays if I go in there at night. Alright, stars are out. It's currently 1 o'clock. And there it is, nighttime. I timed that pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if there's a different message. If not, we'll move on. If it is, we'll still move on. Yeah, day or night, it doesn't matter. We can't be here unless it's night for the quest. But that part doesn't trigger until we actually start the quest. So let's go ahead and start the quest. Iago. This guy must be a parrot. Well, he's dressed like a parrot. There is no reason I should be unable to walk through this space. RPG Maker 3 and your weird hitboxes. If I still had these frogs, I would so be breaking that table right now. What's this? It appears to be nothing. Why do you have a grave in your house, good sir? Ah, why, if it isn't the mercenary a.k.a. from Sakai. I was hoping I'd find you, my friend. Welcome to my humble abode. Well, you definitely got lucky finding him, considering you weren't actively searching. And what exactly did you want to see me about? Iago. You can call me Iago. I am in need of your services, I must admit. Most of the requests that you undertake involve murder, do they not? They sometimes do, either killing a human or some sort of demon or beast. Well, not my request. No, good sir. I merely entreat you to perform a burglary. I require a particular artifact, you see. An artifact that is currently in the possession of Lord Capulet, my political rival. So what do you say, good sir? Would you accept the modest sum of 400 gold? Forget it. I'm no common thief. What a pity. Oh well, carry on then. Naturally, I had to find out what would happen if I said no. It is safe to do that. As soon as I say no, he immediately forgets that he even asked me. How convenient! The downside is Akira seems to forget that he asked too. Alright, would you accept for the modest sum of 400 gold? Might as well. Ah, jolly good. The item that I need you to procure is the love token that the noble Lord Capulet has received from Queen Gertrude. They are involved, if you know what I mean. Eh? Eh? Yes, I know what you mean. Get to the point. Oh, all about business, I see. Jolly good. I have done some snooping on the matter, and I believe that the love token is in the form of a handkerchief. Fancy that, a handkerchief. You see, my good sir, I take an interest in this gossip only because Capulet is my rival for the position of Grand Inquisitor. I thought I told you to hurry up the description. Yes, a grand suggestion indeed. If I can retrieve this handkerchief, I can use it to blackmail the noble Lord Capulet into backing out of the race, for of course, if good King Claudius ever found out about this, he would have Lord Capulet's noble head. Sadly, Capulet has become wise to my intentions and is guarding the handkerchief very closely. That is why I have hired you. What kind of precautions has this Capulet taken? I know not, I dare say. However, if I might impart to you a word of wisdom, enter his home at night, for that is when he will be out cavorting with the queen. Okie dokie. As we will soon find out, he is definitely incapable of just doing this himself. After all, I have mentioned more than once, an optional boss. I say, sir, have you forgotten your task already? You must procure Queen Gertrude's handkerchief from Capulet's estate, and you would do well to enter at night. Conveniently enough, it's night. Before I go into that house, though, and take on that optional boss, I'm gonna save. Because the first time I played this game, I died. I would prefer not to die again, but if I do die again, I would prefer not to have to wait until night again. It is interesting now walking up to this castle and knowing that as soon as you go through the door, you're not actually inside the castle. It is an illusion, and a pretty convincing illusion, I must say. And conveniently enough, Capulet is gone. Only because we took this quest. It is interesting to know that Capulet would be off gallivanting with Gertrude, but only if you take the quest. Otherwise, he'd be here all night. Alright. There's a crown on this table. What is the deal with the crown? Whose crown is it? And he's also got a tombstone in his house. What is the deal with that? Anyway, we've actually got a few treasure chests in here. This is the one I was looking at earlier, and like I said, it's a trap. We have these other two treasure chests. That one is a trap. That one is the one we want. If we take either of the other two treasure chests, I think we'll wind up taking like 50 points of damage. Would rather avoid that, so let's not. Akira opened the treasure chest. It was booby-trapped. The party takes... I thought it was this one. What? Is it random? I could have sworn it was this one. Hold on a sec. I am curious. It's a good thing I saved. For a moment there, I thought the correct chest was random, because I could have sworn it was this chest that I opened on my previous playthrough. Well, I guess I did open it on my previous playthrough, and took 50 damage. It's not random. I actually just picked the wrong chest. This is the chest that I wanted to pick. By the way, I have a window open and there's suddenly a breeze blowing in here. That makes me a little concerned that there might be noise on my mic. Should be okay though. I don't actually feel it hitting my mic. Anyway, we got a boss fight. It is that boss that I said I was going to have trouble with. It is a royal mimic, which is a lot tougher than your average mimic. Thankfully, I am not coming here as early as I did on my previous playthrough, so I am coming here with an ice spell. Where's my MP? Oh, because I didn't rest at the end. Well, that's one way to handicap myself. Well, this is going smoothly, swimmingly, and all sorts of lees. And this is why I am a little concerned. I'm probably gonna die. In fact, I'll just let myself die. Because I don't want this being like the fight with Dante, where I spend every turn healing until I get a chance to hit. I want to come into this fight knowing that I can cause some damage right off the bat. Actually, I might still get lucky. I am faster than the Royal Mimic. Well, it's got plenty of HP. Nope, that didn't help. Also, this means that No, it doesn't mean anything. Except that I want to heal my MP before the fight. I can't remember how much white wines cost, but between the spotted egg and the white wine, I am definitely spending a little bit of money to get into this quest. I should still come out of this with a bigger profit than I did on my original playthrough, though. Hopefully. I think I'll be okay. Alright. Not gonna worry about healing. I'm gonna see if a few ice spells will be enough to take it out. And not just any ice spells, but ice spells that are boosted by the power of Sapphire. And if this doesn't do this, then yeah, I'm gonna have to do that healing thing like I did with Dante. But at least this will all be one episode. Either this will do it, or I'm dead. I'm dead. However, I think I'm in a pretty good position. Oh, hold that thought. I just realized that we're actually getting swirls in front of this fight. Man, this game doesn't make up its mind whether it wants to have swirls before boss fights or not. Anyway, I'm actually in a good position here. Because Akira, as I have discovered earlier, is faster than the Mimic. Which means I can safely get in another ice spell before I need to heal. So there's the ice spell. And now I'll use a healing item. I'll just use one of the spotted eggs. It is weird how RPG Maker 3 has to take a moment to actually load the model for the item you're using. Alright. Now I'm not sure what the turn order is going to be in this situation. So just in case, I'll use another spotted egg. I'll have to use one anyway. Yeah, that's just as I expected. Fire wave, right there. So now what? There's my third ice spell. That thing will attack on its next turn. After my turn, that is. Do I want to heal now? Do I have another egg? No, I do not. I've got that super expensive sirloin. Should have bought it as spotted egg instead. I don't even have that much HP for the sirloin. I can't remember how much the sirloin heals, but the spotted egg heals 100, and I don't have much more HP than that. Well, let's find out if this is enough. Yep, it was enough. Okay, good. Didn't have to spend any money on an extra sirloin. And we got the handkerchief. Job complete. This Capulet certainly wasn't taking any chances. I'd better get out of here now. I'm curious what the game was doing that it had to go in and out multiple times. Well, Capulet's there. He's not kicking me out of the house. I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I'm a little curious about something. Okay, first off, what do you have to say for yourself? I dare say I've been robbed! Oh, woe is me! No doubt that deemed Iago is behind this? Deemed? Okay. Maybe if I want to avoid swearing, I can just say that. I'll get him if it's the last thing I do. Pay no attention to the mercenary who is holding your handkerchief that you treasure so much. Alright, 59 HP left. Let's see what happens if we open these two up. Will this kill a.k.a. or just leave him with 1 HP? Also, I find it interesting that you can have a booby-trapped treasure chest, but still have a useful item in there if you wanted to. You know, in case you wanted to be a jerk about giving an item. Alright, 9 HP. Will this kill a.k.a.? Wiped out. Yep, you can actually die like that. I was kinda curious. Alright, you lovable bird. We got you that handkerchief. Well, the deemed thing was hard to come by, but I got it. Here's the handkerchief. I say, fantastic. Good show, good show. With this as leverage, I'll be able to become the Grand Inquisitor for sure. My thanks to you, good sir. Here is your payment, with an extra 50 gold thrown in. Alright, cool. That's a little better than I was expecting. How generous of you. It's no trouble at all, lad, and I'll recommend you to my friends too. That doesn't actually mean anything. There are no more quests here for the time being. No more optional quests. Eventually we'll get into that castle to do a quest, but it's gonna be a while. So, let's see here. Do I still have the handkerchief? Nope, actually give it away. Alright, well, with that, let's talk to you again real quick. Yes, my bid for Grand Inquisitor is all but assured now. Thank you for your services, good sir. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stay at the inn. Alright, so that's 70 gold at the inn. I've been keeping close tabs on the election for Grand Inquisitor. It seems to be... You're supposed to say something different. Alright, here I am in the layout editor for... I can't go over the hedge? What is up with that? Okay, so... in the layout editor for Millus, here's that guy I just talked to. Go over to this page. So here's his first page of code, which is, of course, been keeping close tabs on the election, etc., etc. But on the second page, it says, Lord Capulet has withdrawn from the race. I suppose this means Lord Iago will become Grand Inquisitor by default. So he does have a page where he's supposed to say something extra, but I guess that second page isn't actually triggered. Kind of interesting, that. In case it's not obvious, before recording I looked at everyone's code to find out what their messages are so that I know whether to talk to them after certain parts of the game. I don't normally do that, but of course I did that for this game because I've already played it once before, so I don't have to worry about spoiling myself. Look at that, he's so embarrassed that his second message wasn't triggered. He's just getting away from me. Alright, what about you? I know you're supposed to have a second message. I guess Father was right to be worried. We were robbed last night. It's just awful. I mean, who would do something like that? Don't ask me. And I think you have something else to say now. Sir, I require my privacy. Please leave. Okie doke. We have left. You know, I died before collecting that golden, or that royal-looking treasure chest, the purple one. I wonder if there was actually an item in it. Well, I already stayed at the inn, so not gonna check now. Alright, so like I said, I spent 70 gold at the inn. Let me think here. I could get some more sirloin, but I don't have that much HP yet. I might as well just stick with the eggs. And the eggs are more expensive here than everywhere else, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and head back to Okiku? Oteki or Okiku. Someday I will remember which one is which. Whatever. Where Akira's master lives. That's the cheapest place to buy spotted eggs, so I'll buy spotted eggs there. Before I head off in that direction, though, is there anything else I'm gonna want? Well, actually... I don't know what to do about my accessories. We got the sapphire that boosts your magic attack. We got the topaz, which supposedly increases accuracy. No, I'm not really sure whether it increases it enough to make much difference. And of course, in the shop is an item that will boost my defense and magic defense. Defense would go up 10 and magic defense would go up 5. Would that be enough to matter in the long run? I mean, I do like defense. At the same time, the sapphire might be helpful for taking out stronger enemies in one hit. Especially since we're going to be heading into a volcano in the next episode. I don't know, I'll figure this out on... Done. I will figure this out off camera. That said, down at the bottom of the screen is all of my patrons. And next time, I already said what we're doing next time. So, I guess I'll see you then.